George Liddard in the orthodox stance in those green shorts, in there against the Italian, the Spartan, Dario Morello, who's been very vocal in the lead up to this fight, asking Liddard, do you want the smoke? And his response has been, I want every single bit of it.
Very wild start from Morello. Not really liking the way he's shaping up here either, I think. Turning his shoulder away a little bit, but he's against a bigger man, a fresher, younger man in George Liddard. That's in an absolute run of form. Great work straight away here in the first round.
Good work there from Liddard, changing the angles, keeping himself busy with both hands.
Morello can be awkward and sometimes hard to read with that, but I think I don't like the way he leans back over that back foot. I don't think it affects his balance, and if Liddard can slide that front foot forward, that right hand's going to have a clean target to hit.
I just don't think he's going to be able to get away with things tonight that level he's been fighting at, as he's got used to. I think already some lazy movement, some wild sort of swings, and I think George started really, really well here so far.
All Liddard's got to be careful of is just rushing his work and walking onto one of those swinging hooks that's coming his way.
Liddard looking composed, laser focused on his opponent.
Just got to keep that jab busy with that, because you'll know the right hand's going to be the weapon or the left hook, but you just got to set it up behind that left hand jab.
Morello, to me, looks a little bit hesitant in the opening part of this round, and hasn't committed with anything so far in the first couple of minutes.
But he's sort of a defensively minded fighter anyway, isn't he? He's going to make you miss and try and frustrate you and then work off that.
That's it, good work from Liddard. And when he opts to just put them sharp, fast shots out, Morello struggling to get out of the way.
Liddard feinting over and over again, just trying to get a reaction out of Morello.
So nice lead hand work, keeping Morello thinking from Liddard.
Shot there from Liddard. That's exactly the sort of shot that you're looking for.
But he threw that jab over the top, almost to miss on purpose, didn't he? Just to lower that head onto the right hand.
Where he found his feet, he just managed to change the angle a little bit, and he half blinded Morello with that shot there. Oh, bit of work there back from Morello though.
So let's see what this round can produce. Some good work both on the inside and the outside there from Liddard in the opener. And I think this is exactly what we're going to get from Dario Morello. He's going to be on that back foot. He does get caught with a right hand there from Liddard, and he's practically running away here. He's just about gathering his feet again, and Liddard's got him just where he needs him and just where he wants him.
Got to come up for the middle though there, Liddard. When he starts throwing those left hooks, when he dips low, that's an uppercut right up there, waiting for him.
I think he managed to stay with his opponent really well there as Morello was trying to escape off the ropes. Liddard kept the ring small and stayed right on his heels.
Well, Morello brings that back foot forward when he throws that right hand, and that's the opportunity for Liddard to do that there, counter him nice and fast.
But he's waiting for him to make the mistake and punch him in the gap, isn't he, Liddard?
Liddard getting the timing just right, letting his man commit, and then coming over the top, counter it. A lot with that lead hand.
Certainly hurt Morello, but a lot of it's to do with the bad balance of Morello. He was dancing around the ring.
What I don't really get about Morello has got a height disadvantage. He has shorter arms. But he could be doing some more work with that lead hand just to take the space and try and give Liddard something to think about. But he's on that tight Philly show and he's letting Liddard get right to the end of range and hit target, and all he's doing is slowly look at them shots.
And these shots have got some real spite in them and are snapping them to the body just above our commentary position. He's telling us everything which we need to know.
It's the right idea there from Liddard. It didn't work, but he just changed the angle. He was slipping and sliding there, Morello, and you either got to punch to the chest or you've got to move your feet on the body.
I think you see it again there. I think Morello's definitely quite a panicky fighter. Yeah. He'll wait and try and hold his nerve, but when he does go, he wants it to work. Oh, bit better work there. Found a shot from Morello.
If you walk him down with your hands high, because he swings his shots in, so everything's going to come around the sides. If you keep your hands high, you're blocking everything that's coming your way. You can use that to block and counter as an aggressive motion.
Morello almost a bit unorthodox and maybe not the easiest in the world to read. And it swung over the top there from Morello, and Liddard, who likes to operate on the inside, quite happy to stand there with his man.
A bit better that though from Morello, showing a bit of ambition and threat there.
But I think Liddard's just trying to get, since you've hurt him, he's just trying to get a little bit too close. He's not throwing that jab and working behind it.
Both throwing good work to the body, good shots to the body as we go into the last few seconds of the round. But at the moment,
You're going to land a big shot, but he needs to get back to his boxing. Keep the pressure with the front foot. Keep forcing him to bring that back foot forward and square himself up onto that right hand.
We're just on cue. The right hand comes over the top from Liddard.
And he throws that bent arm rear hand shot so well. He whips it in, he finds the range good with it, Liddard. And oftentimes fighters are expecting him to come through the middle, especially following. Oh! Shot back from Morello.
He's just got to keep his hands up, Liddard here. Because again, everything's looping with Morello, nothing's down the middle. So you keep your hands high and walk him down beyond a solid jab. You're blocking everything that's coming your way.
And I think that's the problem. When your opponent's not really engaging all the time, it becomes harder to read when they are actually going to let the trigger go in. With Liddard really worrying about his work, he's maybe getting a little bit too close, thinking about his shot, and then one's coming over the top quickly.
And you sort of drop your hands to invite and encourage him to let his hands go, don't you?
Better work though from Liddard. Just taking the target away, a smart pressure.
That's it for Liddard, just plenty of feints. You're not going to rush your work, plenty of feints. You can even throw the jab short if it's going to come back fast as well, trying to encourage him to let his hands go.
See, everything's real desperate.
Those like cricket ball punches, aren't they? Liddard can see them coming a mile off.
It's like Morello's throwing the shot and hoping that one lands. Oh, and then he hasn't got to do anything else for the rest of the night.
He got took there from Liddard there. But Morello, when he throws himself into a shot, he's going to walk onto a heavy shot here. He has surprise attacks, so he's overcommitting, but he probably gets away with it most of the time because he's unorthodox and hard to read.
It's a good start in his boxing there from Liddard. Really nice with the feet, through the right hand, came out with his feet, came back in with another right hand.
That was a nice whip to the body, round the lead foot of Morello.
Just let's see Liddard double up with that right hand like he did in the first round. Slide that left foot across to the left and just double up with that backhand.
I think one of the challenges for Liddard is going to be just trying to pin Morello down because he's quite elusive.
He has, I think, but you've got to be careful you don't try and rush your own feet trying to close him down. Just keep forcing him to make mistakes. You almost want him to attack, you know. I mean, there's a risk again caught with those loop-in shots, but he squares himself up when he comes forward, and that gives you the opportunity to land with a solid shot.
Quite bad with his head at times, yeah. Getting one there from the referee.
Good. The 3 right hands in a row from George Liddard. Just misses with that left hook. And Addy is with Tony.
He's got to commit more to his attacks and believe in himself a bit more, Morello, for me.
Cheers, Tony. Thank you.
Will we see more commitment from Morello, or will it be plenty more of the same? Just trying to steer clear of those big, horrible right hands and left hooks from George Liddard.
And he varies the target so well, Liddard. When he's got his man backed up, he's going head, he's going body, round the side, through the middle. Once he finds his range and his rhythm, I think he's a very hard fighter to beat.
And how easy did he just slide his foot in the distance then to land with that right hand?
And you can tell there's weight behind the shots. It's not just skill and it's not just, you know, the fitness and control. It's also when he does tag you, you can see the reaction in the opponent.
I felt it because I covered in someone else's sweat.
Sorry, that was my mouth.
Nice short right hand down the middle there from Liddard. Morello missing with those big swinging backhand overhands over and over again. Liddard is reading this well. And that was a good left hook on the ropes.
Nice body
It's just
shot
about
inside.
clipped him.
Nice control there from Liddard. Didn't get panicky with all the punches being swung around his head. Just kept his eye on the target.
And when he's working like this, Liddard, always in control of the action, but he's making Morello fight with him now and hold his feet.
And being awkward is a real plus when you're a boxer. But if that's all you got is being awkward, it can be exposed quite easily at times. I'm not saying Morello is just that. I think his biggest factor is a real nice body shot.
He just got caught 3 or 4 times there, but this is the best we've actually seen from the Italian. All of a sudden, he found something from somewhere.
And that makes me feel that he felt one of those shots to the body.
But it's the right response, isn't it? Because he needed that. He was getting a little bit swallowed there by the pressure.
And there's a little bit of a smirk which has come onto the face of George Liddard. It's almost like he knows he's starting to get to his man.
He's letting him get very close now, Morello. He's creeping forward, but I like how he's creeping forward and not taking it yet. He's keeping the pressure on, but he's not taking it. I think he's waiting for the reaction. That's what he's doing. He's switching off his input. He's not just getting to the edge of range and letting the shot go straight away. He's getting there. He's being patient. He's waiting, keeping the pressure on, and then bursting.
For that extra movement before he lets it go, isn't it?
He just generates the momentum, doesn't he? And but he's good at hiding it. Like he's dropping his shoulders left and right, but then he's using that movement and then slight adjustments to then follow into the punch when he does throw it. See, look, just touching out, not doing anything.
That cut the ring off as well, isn't he?
I wonder how long Morello can keep this going for. How long can he keep it up for? Has George Liddard seen them? He comes out of a smile on his face yet again. And this round starts in exactly the same way that the 4 previous did, with Dario Morello on the back foot and George Liddard just cutting off the ring to the best of his ability. Trying to land some big unforgiving shots. Morello trying to do a little bit of showboating here.
That's the smartest thing to do.
And he may well pay for that, but he's still doing plenty more of the same.
Lovely step across there from Liddard for that left hook. I was just want to say he needs to change the angle. He did it before I get the words out.
Morello has been vocal about saying that he knows that he needs to be a big character and catch people's attention, but he also needs to be able to back it up in the ring. And at the moment, this is very one-sided.
And at the moment, all he's doing is backing up.
Exactly.
And your style is to make him miss and frustrate him and then swing those shots in like that and have an effect, and they haven't. He lands there, but they're few and far between for him.
But they can't all be like that, because it's becoming very easy to read for Liddard.
But against the lower opposition, they work, don't they?
Yep.
The thing is, we saw Dario Morello a round or 2 ago have a burst of punches, and it was the best that he had done. And then we've not seen anything like it since, have we?
But he can't do that unless Liddard puts himself in range like this.
Liddard
Just
finding target now. It's target practice.
I tell you what, though, he's taking them well, Morello. I don't think he was really hurt there. I mean, he's feeling them. I'm not saying he's not, but I mean, there was no looking like he was under pressure or panicking or looking to take a knee.
Just don't know how many more rounds he's going to be able to be on this receiving end and still say so positive.
The single shots are landing. They're snapping the head back of the Italian. And Liddard is doing a great job of cutting the ring off now. And I think that maybe a little bit of fatigue is starting to settle in now for Dario Morello.
We just don't know where the punches are coming from half the time, Morello.
And there was a change in his demeanour there, wasn't there? Certainly facially. Good fight back there.
That is when it's better, but he's wide open when he is throwing like that. His chin was completely in the air and his arms were just swinging from his hips.
But that's all he got to offer. So, you know,
Liddard just leaning all his weight on him.
I think he's a really good, patient controlled performance here from Liddard.
Oh, beautiful right hand to the body, jab upstairs, and then he sunk that right hook in downstairs.
Moving on the target there with the feet.
Maintain the space between him and Morello as well. Very good after he landed that body shot. He's smiling over his shoulder with that one.
Liddard potentially barely out of second gear, but he does look like he's ever so slightly putting his foot on the gas bit by bit as the moments in these rounds go by. We find ourselves in the sixth, and a left hook lands straight on the right ear of Dario Morello.
I think if he keeps his foot on the pedal as the way he's been going in that last round, I think that we might start to see Morello just maybe unravel.
And I think it's the volume that Liddard needs. I know the highlight one punch knockout is, you know, the sort of the dream, what you want to do when you're fighting. But I think if he just backs Morello up, lets 5, 6, 7 clean, crisp punches go, I don't know how much of a response he's going to have.
Liddard controlling his fight with the feints and textbook 1-2 which he throws. Morello kind of just walked in there, stumbled in with his hands close to his head, gets caught with a left hook and a right one followed.
Still keeping his concentration there. He's everything his own way, but he's still aware of punches coming back. That's good, the feint. He should feint and throw though, because he won't fire off it now, Morello, but he'll just freeze off the feint.
But he reacts every single time Liddard's offering a feint out, a slight adjustment of his body position. He's reacting every single time. Yeah. And never, there he threw back, but
yeah, it's very rarely a positive response.
Yeah, he's looking for it to go over his head before he puts something to target.
Every so often the shots do come back from Morello, but they don't just seem to have much of an effect at all. And he allows Liddard to just reset and then get back to business. And a big lunge and a miss there as he goes for the body.
Nice left hook there. As Morello fell into the gap between them. Turned out nice, took the centre of the ring again. Just in control of every exchange for me.
The referee just having a quiet word with Morello.
That's what he did wrong there, to be honest.
It looked like he was complaining that he was trying to get his hand over the top of his head, but
it's good footwork there from Liddard there, just sliding in at the distance quite nicely. And again, we almost see Morello come forward then.
This is actually one of the quieter rounds that we've seen so far. We've had some bursts of action. Dario, of course, got Liddard well and truly up on the scorecards. Will the 3 judges scoring ringside be in agreement if we get there? I'm pretty confident they will be with the way that this is going. Good work with the feet there from Liddard. Makes his man miss with that straight left hand, and a bit of a check hook followed.
Yeah, that's a little spin there, isn't it?
Lovely jab.
To be honest, Liddard looks like he's just finding this all a bit too easy, especially with that jab over the top of the right
body shot there.
But the body shot did come back.
Well, it has been quite easy for the most part, but he still kept his concentration. It's easy when you're dominating the fight to forget that punches are coming back.
And when your adrenaline drops down a little bit, that's when you feel them a lot more. Well,
I think his focus has been really good tonight.
Morello looked like he was having a little think about going forward and then decided, no, I think I'll go back to the back foot again. And then a right hook gets slammed into his head from there.
That's right. Just starting off a couple of little chopping shots. He's whipping back by Morello.
good shot there from Morello to finish that.
When he has a go, he looks good in the process.
But then he just needs a long rest after that little burster thing, where the athleticism, the fitness, the freshness of Liddard is just dictating the pace of the action here for the most part.
He's actually better as an aggressive fighter, isn't he, Morello? Ironically, he is.
And he waits until he's losing the exchange to start letting some go.
Takes a good shot.
Oh, he's cut. Above his right eye, Morello. I think Liddard's going to start targeting that. He's been throwing that left hook around the side of the guard all night against Morello. And it's just probably starting to get a little bit harder as the rounds are coming on. Oh, it's all them shots he's blinded himself from, Morello.
Good stand there from Morello. Gutsy, that's for sure.
He certainly is, and there is blood dripping down the right-hand side of his face now. Whether that was from a punch or a clash of heads, I'm not sure. But we've gone past the 4 rounds by a long way.
To the wrong way.
There's 4 knockouts on the record in the 26 wins of the 33-year-old Morello.
And I bet he's landed some good shots. I bet he's just never really gone through the gears.
And actually, like I said in the intro, Morello said that he likes to be the person who comes up with the game plan, and he's pretty much his own coach. He's got people around him. Oh, good timing with the left hook there from Liddard. That was good. Oh, and he's just stopped the double now. And the blood's trickling down the face of Morello.
Just got a bit excited there, didn't he? Liddard just got a little too close.
And there's a long time to go in this round. And this could be the moment for the Billericay bomber. And there comes Morello again, who lands a good right hook over the top, actually.
See the smile on Eddie's face. I don't think he can believe how tough Morello is, the amount of shots he's landed, the damage that's getting done, and still biting down on his gum shield to try and win this European title.
Lovely seeing right hand there from Liddard just chopping down with it.
I think that eye's getting a bit more of a problem for him. Oh.
He's talking there to Liddard. Oh, doctor.
The referee is going to have the doctor have a look at that eye.
That's not the best that is, but coming out of his eye for the most part, but lost every round. Big cut.
Flap, isn't it?
Yeah, that's gone. That's he's stopping that, surely. Every time they speak to the referee, that's finished.
Whip or green? Okay, green. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Seems like there was a bit of a language challenge there between the referee and the ringside director, but it does continue. And Liddard puts his foot well and truly on the gas, and Dario Morello, who's on the back foot like never before in this fight.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah. One of them caught him there.
There's still over a minute to go, and Liddard getting frustrated with him holding on because he just wants to get to work, and he senses that he could get the job done here in the 8th round.
So he just got to keep his calm there a bit, Liddard. Morello coming really erratic, maybe a last chance. Roll of the dice. Try and see if he can land anything just before the 9th round starts. I think he makes it out of the 8th.
Beautiful right hand by George Liddard. And Dario Morello looks like he's got 2 different opponents at the moment. One is George Liddard, and the other one is tight because he's in a world of trouble here. And Liddard knows it with a big German and a right uppercut.
His corner's got his towel in his hand.
Throw it in there. He's done now.
Yeah. And the corner.
He don't need any more.
Look hesitant to throw the towel in as we go into the last few seconds.
Just before that knockdown, there's a big right hand there. There's another one.
Lovely work here from George Liddard.
And then Priest step in as well.
And the right thing to do, surely, from the corner of Dario Morello, is call it off now.
That's got to be enough. That has got to be enough. The damage that's done over the eye, the performance of Liddard, he's been relentless, he's been damaging.
He hasn't won a round yet, so, you know, I mean, he's getting back from front of the post. That was a hard roll. He took a big right hand just before he went down.
And look what the cut man's doing. He's just got a rag, and he's just shoving it into the corner of his eye. I've never seen... Yeah, I think the British board as well, the supervisor, yet they're calling it.
Well, we're just waiting for the signal, and that is it. George Liddard does it and becomes the EBU European middleweight champion. The third one ever from the Tony Sims stable. The Billericay bomber continues his traditional road to a world title. And another stop was entertaining here at the Copper Box in London tonight. Well done, that man. Man, look at the shots he was taking.
Yeah, and he'd been taking a little bit of a hiding just before that as well. A lovely chopping right hand there from George Liddard, and the second one then puts him on it, but I think the first one did the most damage.
Yeah, his balance was all gone after that first shot landed. He was still trying to sort of dip and find his way back in the exchange, but I think when Liddard gets you hurt, it's the accuracy, it's the timing, and it's the rhythm. He's always ready to throw again. He's finding his feet in between. He's controlling you with the hand in between the action just to keep you pinned down in a position where he can hurt you and keep working you.
But he sensibly chipped away. He didn't rush it too much. Every now and again, he'd get a little bit too close at the end of the fight, but for the most part, he just took his time, chipped away without taking any silly risks, and then when the time was to let his hands go, he got the finish quite impressive.